I want to focus now on how do AI agents actually take advantage of this data? And what are you seeing? And we can maybe look at this a few dimensions. One dimension is cleaner access to data and context, because, any agentic use case needs good context so it can take the appropriate action. And the other piece is, are you seeing that adoption of, now that I have a broader view and I have this federated view over all of these different signals, I can now deploy some agentic use cases on top to help with the humans. You tell me, but I'm not seeing a lot of shops basically saying, yep, we're taking all humans out. The question is, what is that interaction between where you need the power of the humans and also where you need the agentic power to be able to do this in mass? I'd love to get your take and flavor on what is that agentic use case in that cyberspace look like right now.
It's a fantastic question. And I think a great example is actually not from the cyberspace, but like what Salesforce did recently with like headless Salesforce. They basically opened all Salesforce data, every capability in Salesforce for API that can be consumed by agents. Why it's important? Because people suddenly can vibe code their own stuff on top of this and achieve amazing outcomes. And I have, even in a company like Vega, we are 140 employees. It's not a huge company. We use Salesforce and we have, a revenue operations organization. And traditionally, you would hire people to build those dashboards and create processes. And we have some of that. But we also hired a go-to-market engineer, which is basically, a power user of AI capabilities like Claude Code and Cursor and whatnot, who connects to this API and other enrichments API and generated within 2 weeks of work one of the most magnificent business dashboards I ever seen in my life. And,
wow.
And agentic workflows around it, obviously. And I think I couldn't help but, thinking this is the reality and this is where it's going. And I think few days after I had this thought, this reality kind of caught up in the cybersecurity world, which is kind of amazing. I think a year ago when we were talking about agentic SOC, the most dominant thesis in the market was, hey, buy a vendor who will replace your L1 analyst. The L1 analyst will be an agent today. And I think it starts to change a little bit because, just automating this, manual task, it's one thing, but it doesn't really build for scale, in my opinion. You just, create a lot of stuff, but the rest of the organization will not be agentic, will not benefit from the value, from the context, whatnot. I really believe, if you have to ask me, Shay, how would the market look like in terms of incident response, detection response? I believe it will be very similar to the model of go-to-market engineers, meaning that you will have you call it incident response engineer or detection response engineer, who will be able to leverage tools like Vega that can enable them to, with all our API and capabilities, to leverage data, to build detections, to scale detections, to investigate, and also leverage tools like Claude and external models to rationalize on top of that, to vibe code stuff that they don't have. And I think it will be a critical collaboration between the customers and the vendors. Even today, I just had a QBR recently with one of our big financial customers, and they built basically vibe coded a lot of stuff on top of our MCV server that, they just wanted to kind of try out. They didn't even bring it to our attention. Just, someone had an idea. 1 hour later, he has something operating on top of that. And, they showed it us during the QBR. I thought this is an amazing opportunity for a community. We can take few of those ideas and add it to our roadmap and provide, the enterprise support. They can start creating, some sort of a marketplace of skills on top of that. So the scalability of this is amazing. And it's all working thanks to this headless mechanism, meaning that you have API that can access the data in a data storage agnostic unified way with a natural language interface. So, it can create leverage all this data in an AI native way. And obviously, it's not only just for analytics, it's for, we're talking about velocity, right? So velocity in deploying detections. For instance, you add a new data source, some new detections are relevant, it can be deployed, it can be tuned. New threat intelligence coming, it can be deployed, it can be tuned. Alerts, obviously, triage those alerts, feed the full life cycle. So all of this is workflows that are by default are in Vega, but customer has a lot of his own context and a lot of creativity, and they can create a lot of things on their own. I think, automation is not necessarily the right word right now, even. It's like just engineering at scale, very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the idea of actually this idea of a marketplace, and like, to me, it's yet another lever. It's another lever to help enterprises, have a higher chance of defending against all these other crazy attacks that are coming. And this concept of, it's almost like the agent that I build has a reputation score and has how many other people. It's like the same as GitHub, right? How many GitHub stars, how many GitHub forks that you have of your agent. And if your agent has real good concept and understanding of that MCP server and the tool calling and all of that, like, it's a great idea that I think, especially at this early stage, Shay, I feel like at this early stage, being able to help customers that way is incredible. And then there's, of course, a leaderboard. So, the engineers from company A can show off that their agents being used more broadly. Like, I just think there's something amazing about that. Building that kind of community is super, super cool to be able, especially at this moment in time.
I absolutely agree. I think community, especially, with AI and in detection response world, is just so underrated. There is so much to achieve right now. And again, abstraction brings huge amount of possibilities. And you can create a community for agents that create detections and analyze threat intelligence and hunting for hunting for new stuff, triaging alerts, tuning alerts. And again, I love the idea with the leaderboard. It's like amazing incentive, And again, it's kind of tickling the urge to engineer. Like a lot of our customers, they have very, very strong engineers. That today with AI, they don't need huge teams and QA and DevOps organizations to support them, but they can really like be a one-man army and develop cutting-edge technologies for their organization. And we are definitely there to help them and enable that.